So here's that connector I mentioned in another video about the airbag brain that we need to fake out with some resistors. So I've got the resistors here. These are from NRG. They're 2.2 ohms and they have little pins. Now I've located the wires that I need on the back side here, but what I want to do is make sure, kind of show you what I'm working with over here. So don't know if the GoPro picked this up, but we're basically locating pins 8 and 9 for the pink and the purple and white wire. That is for the driver side curtain airbag deployment. What I want to do, and I took apart another little connector that I had laying around just so I can use the little pins. I'm going to slide these pins in pin 8 and pin 9 and then test the resistance that we have across that wire. Because what I want to do is basically fake, when I cut that wire, that the same resistance is in place. So pin 1, pin 2, pin 3, pin 4, pin 5, pin 6, pin 7, pin 8. Slide this in. And then pin 9 should be right next to it. And make sure these are not touching. So then we want to take our DVOM, or our voltmeter. We want to crank this puppy to resistance. And as always, we make sure we don't have an open loop. And let's see what we have for resistance. These can be, I should have stripped more wire off these. Let's see here. Yeah. I'm showing like a half an ohm of resistance. Now, is that because okay, when you have this disconnected, it actually interrupts the flow, so there's a little pin you got to push in. Let's try this again. .5, 0.6 ohm. Okay, so similarly, let's say pin 10, pin 11. Okay, so now I'm going to compare the steering wheel, because I actually have known resistance there. I put in one of these resistors. About the same. Okay. So, what I think I need to do is clip these wires And if I clip the wires, I can put in this on the computer side, and then all this wire is kind of abandoned in place. So all the wire that's spiderwebbed through the car that goes to the individual airbags, that's all going to be kind of abandoned in place. And I'm okay with that for the time being. If I ever decide, you know, strip the whole thing down to bare metal, then I will go through wire by wire. But in the meantime, this is easy enough. And we will button it back up. Hopefully it works. Okay, so it should look like this, right? I clipped the wires to the airbag and I put in the resistor right here. And again, this is for the left front left front side curtain airbag, right? Well, I need to do the remaining airbags and then tape up the wires. But so I need to do right curtain, and I'm going to go ahead and do the seatbelt pretensioners as well. Tuck all this away, make sure this is connected to the computer properly, and then test it. Okay, so I was able to clear the airbag light and it's showing no code, so that worked out just fine. I've got it kind of buttoned up in here. What I'm going to do next is do that for the other deployment rail, and then button it up and double check my connections before I fully put it back together.